It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Okay, good. And boom, what's up? Welcome back, goddammit, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the guy that chasing the dream. I'm your host, Maniacal, Menace, Kyle Smith. Say the whole thing like a pimp lane slickback. And today I have the one next to me on side. It's been a minute. Like, I am very excited to have you. Everybody talks about you. The last person I had talked about you.
Oh, wow.
Pure poetry, entrepreneur, a wordsmith of wordsmiths. Beautiful on top of beautiful. Put y'all hands together for Blk Swan. Bang, there it is. There it
How
is.
you guys doing out
We got
there?
claps. We got claps. Bang. How you been, Blk Swan?
I've been wonderful.
Good.
I cannot complain.
Yes, yeah. You are highly spoken of.
Oh,
and
that's
especially in this poetry realm.
that's great.
yes.
You know?
Yeah,
Okay, that just means I'm leaving a legacy.
That's awesome. How do you feel about that?
It's really just me being me. So I don't expect nothing different or anything less in any arena, any space that I go into. I always leave my impact.
Yes.
So it's a norm to me. Maybe if I didn't leave an impact, I'd probably be feeling some kind of ways.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? You slipping?
Right.
You know? So
How long have you been doing poetry for?
I have been writing poetry for, I'll say, a little bit over 2 years.
Really?
I wrote my very first poem April of 2023.
Yo.
And I got on the mic at the Poetry Lounge November of 2023 for the first time.
Oh.
And I haven't sat down since.
Oh my goodness! Like
I
all right, because I'm a little bit newer to the scene since I've only been here. I've only been here for 5 years, but I've seen like what this scene has to offer, especially when it comes to poetry and the way that you get brought up around other people and the light in other people's eyes. That like when it's like, oh yeah, Blk Swan, just because you have a very entrepreneurial vibe with you. You are somebody that people can look up to. You know, you have I've seen like your mentorship that you have over others. To say you've only been doing this since 2023, that is astounding to me. Like I'm very it warms my heart to see it, because I'm like, oh yeah, we out here bigging up each other and everything, you know, to be able to see you out there and be like, hey, you need to do this, and this is what needs to happen, and boom, you got this, but bring this to. I'm like, oh shit, okay, yes ma'am, tell me something, you know.
Well, you know, again, it's just me being me. I've been a mentor pretty much my whole life. So just poetry is just a new space for me.
Yeah.
And you can't turn it off if you want to. Now, I don't do it to everyone. It's only people that may be here, my little close circle, that I know would welcome what I have to say to them. And then those that come ask me.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm going to mind my business.
Okay.
I'm going to mind the business that pays me.
I feel that. Yeah, so the business that pays you is the business that basically that you walk in. You are a symbol of pure sexuality. Like you have a glow about you, and the things that you speak on when it comes to your poetry, it is another level to me. Yeah. Because poetry pornography is that one of?
That is one of my curated shows. Actually, it's an open mic.
Okay.
My curated show is called Poetic Therapy.
Okay.
But poetry pornography is the open mic. It's an erotic open mic.
That is a realm when it comes to poetry that I'm like, that's what I started writing, was just erotic poets, because I'm a lover at heart. And so when it came to always write, it was always something like that. But I was never one to be like, yeah, I'm going to bring this to the stage and go ahead and let everybody know how I feel about the vagina. And it's like, oh, no.
I get it. I get it, you know, and there are a lot of people that want to hear the experiences, because, you know, poets, we are teachers.
Yeah.
And if nobody never really taught you about sexuality. No one never really sat down and said, well, let me tell you how you do certain things.
Yeah.
And whether it's explicit or graphic, it can be one of those sapiosexual type of things.
Yeah.
You still learning.
Right.
There's so many people in the audience. You'll be surprised at how many women will come up to me and say, thank you for that.
Ooh.
You'll be surprised. I've even had men come up to me and say, you really touched my wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I've never thought of the other aspect of like actual erotic poems and poetry, the impact that they can have on somebody.
Yeah.
Just for those feelings, because those are deep, touching feelings that you can bring to the stage, especially in poetry form, and it's just.
Yeah, it is. One of my least, I'm going to say, on a scale of PG to XXX, my PG poem.
Okay.
It tells a woman's story. It tells a woman's story. So when I'm spitting that poem, like it just starts off, I know you like that my body count is low. Do you know how many women resonate with that? But then when I say, but I don't know what I don't know.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm connecting with people out there because you want me to be that experienced woman. You want, but you want a woman that don't have a body count. But if she don't have a body count, that means she don't know nothing.
Right.
How she's experienced, and then you're not man enough or confident. I ain't gonna say man enough. You're not confident enough in your ability to tell her.
Yeah.
And that's when you're normally stepping outside to go get the one you don't want to marry.
Right.
But complain about the one you marry because she ain't got the skills.
That the ones that you
exactly.
That you wanted.
So it's like I'm talking to both. I'm talking to her that she understands. Hey, she feels me. She understands me. And then I'm talking to the husband or the man. Like, look, I'm telling you. Are you doing what you're supposed to do to get what you want out of your woman, out of your wife? Are you coaching her? Are you teaching her? Because you'll be so surprised how many women will be willing to be coached by their man.
I feel this is all for me right now.
I know.
It's like, oh shit, I was supposed to get this. I was supposed to get these words today. Is this what's happening? All right, I feel you. Because it's like, I need to get my notebook out. Because these are the thoughts that I've been having in my head lately. And I'm like, oh man, as a husband, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And for you to tell me that this is the things that gets touched on in an erotic show, and it's like, oh, it just doesn't have to be.
No, it's just not all about the P this and the B that. And nah, a lot of the poets have messages in their poems.
Yes.
Every poem I have, it don't matter what it is, non-erotic, erotic, there's a message in there. Now, once you get over the shock and awe that, did she just say that?
Right.
Yeah, I just said that.
Take it as it is, because we adults in here.
That's right. I'm a grown ass woman,
right.
So I speak to grown people who ready to be grown.
Yes.
Not everybody want to be grown. They walk the walk, but they talk the talk, but don't want to walk the walk.
They're scared of adulthood.
Yeah, they're scared of adulthood.
Yeah, I have done more things nowadays this year that have put me further into adulthood to where I'm like, oh, I can't just want to be a child anymore. I can't, I really gotta step it up. And so it's like, all right, this is what it is now. It makes me scared.
I mean, it's scary. We ain't never been adults.
No.
Like, every day is a new person, is a new time, is a new entity. Unless you've been on this world before and you can recall every step of your journey.
Right.
Everything is brand new.
Yeah.
So it's okay to not know, and it's okay to do it afraid.
Yeah. Oh. And that's what he's... So where does your inspiration to write come from?
I can be inspired by a lot of things. I can be inspired by a movie. I can be inspired by most of my poetry comes from conversations with people.
Okay.
Most of them come with conversations. That's how they are. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm experiencing this, she's experiencing this, and this is a topic that needs to be talked about.
Yes.
And I would take conversations that would inspire, and that's how I write my poetry. That's why people connect with my poems, because I'm telling the story of everybody. I am the messenger. Don't shoot me.
I like
Don't shoot
that.
me.
That is yeah. You're way more connected than most people would be, just because that you are writing through conversation.
Yes, I'm writing through conversation.
Oh, I don't. Okay, so nobody's ever put it that way to me. Like I don't know how many people do that. You're the first person that's ever told me that. But as also because I do comedy, so that's the mainstay of what I do. That's why my poetry is silly always. So, but my comedy comes through conversation, which makes it more relatable for people to talk to me and be like, "Oh, this was." It felt endearing, but also you said some pretty heinous shit. But I was there with it, and it made me laugh. And it's only reasons that I'm able to come up with certain material is because of the conversation. Right. Yeah. Right. But when it comes to poetry, I'm just like, all right, what makes me laugh in my head? That I can go ahead and maybe I've never just had the conversations about the things that I have poetry about. It's just always there. So I write from that aspect of it.
Yeah. Most of my stuff comes from conversation.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you like to write at?
Oh. I would say it's not about where I like to write at. It's when the moment hits me, I'm gonna take what came to me and I'm gonna just start writing bars, whatever's in my head.
Yes.
And so like my phone is filled, my text messages to myself and also my notes is just filled with bars. And so when I get ready, I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to write a new poem. I will go through all my notes and the themes that's I'll put them together and then I build a poem around it.
Whoa.
That's my process.
Oh, so are you, when it comes to building your poems, are you going for a certain, are you looking to stick to the certain theme to where like I'm going to build a whole album from this? Or are you just building from feeling or from what you're feeling at that day?
I'm building from the conversations that's around me. If enough people have the same conversation with me, it's time to write a poem. Like I have a poem that's brewing in my head right now because of my experience, my girlfriend's experience, other women that I've seen around. Because of that experience, it's telling me I need to write this poem.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is always a fun question to ask because I'm always curious on, especially when it comes to a poet or an artist, how do you know when your poem is done?
When it has a beginning, middle, and an end.
Do you normally write the end first?
No.
No?
No. Remember, bars come first.
Yeah.
Bars come first. Usually I will write the opening first.
Okay.
I will write the opening first. I'll tie, because I'm going to pull pieces from it, and I'm going to have a good bit of it. Now it's about, linking this part to this part to this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Putting the puzzle pieces together.
It's putting the puzzle pieces together, and then it's like, okay, I need an opening line. I'm always going to have an opening line that's going to catch you right away.
Yes. Yes.
I know you like my body count is low. Do you know how many people like, whoa, whoa?
Yeah. I've seen as I've seen you perform that. It is something that people's ears ajar when it's like, people turn around from the bar and shit.
Yeah.
You hear glasses clink. People try to get themselves together and be like, oh shit, hold on.
Let me listen to
You
this.
about to
This
get into something
different.
serious.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
The touchy topics.
Yeah. So I always try to come out with an opening line that's going to grab your attention and make you stop what you're doing and pay attention to who's on the mic. Yeah.
That's always good. So when it came to curating your own shows, like how long did it take you before you started doing that?
I came out November 2020, November 3rd, and I did my first show March 2024.
Yo, you from Texas?
No, I'm from Louisiana.
Hey, come on now, shout out to New Orleans.
New Orleans, born and raised.
Born and raised, yes.
Yeah.
So I've always wondered because the people that I have talked to out here, when it comes to art and performing, you swear with the caliber of the work that they do, that they've been doing it for years. And then you talk to them and they're like, nah, I've only been doing it for like 3 years, 2 years. It's like, yo, but you come out with the confidence of somebody that has been doing this for decades. It amazes me every time.
Yeah, because I have a background and poetry is just another setting.
Yeah.
It's another industry. but the foundation doesn't change. Just the terminology change. That's all. It's like so my background is in IT.
Okay.
I used to be a programmer, and so all these different languages. I would code in COBOL, I'll code in Pascal, I'll code in C. I was a coder.
Yeah.
The syntax changed, but the logic never changes.
Oh.
Right.
Whoa.
Right. And so being from an IT background, I've worked in insurance, I've worked in law enforcement, I worked aviation, maritime, hospital. The syntax changes.
Yeah.
But the foundation never does.
That's that's why I do this. Just because people don't know the background until.
No.
So did you understand that poetry was coming? Did you understand
No,
that?
I never. Poetry? Oh my goodness. No, indeed. I never knew anything about Now, I love poetry. I used to go to Poetry Lounge back in the day. Anytime I would see poetry, I would go.
Yeah.
Did I ever envision myself up on the mic looking at? No, because writing a poem. What?
Right.
No.
Right. Oh, so many poets
No,
say
it
this.
totally caught me
the
off
origin.
guard. It caught me off guard. And then when I would tell my girlfriends the poems that I wrote, because I wrote it as a healing, as a therapeutic thing. That's what I was writing. And they were just dying laughing. And they was like, oh my God, you're so good. You're so good. And I'm like, huh? And they're like, oh my, you're so good. I'm like, I am. So I used to do poetry shows at my house, private ones.
Yeah.
Before I came out public.
Yeah.
I started with 12, 13 of my girlfriends. They would just come over to the house, and I had like a mini open mic. We had a lot of closeted poets where people just write.
Yeah.
They just write their feelings. And so I had an open mic. I think my first show was like 16. It was a potluck. I called it poetry potluck.
Yeah.
All the ladies brought food over to the house, and I was the entertainment. Yeah, and I did like 3, 6, 9, I think like 12 poems.
Yeah.
I read them all on my phone because I wasn't into performing. It was just something I was doing, and they just loved it. And so they had such a great. When we doing it again?
Right.
So the next time it got bigger, and okay, can we do it again? Then I had to move it outside in the backyard.
Okay.
Now they want to. I said, okay, hold up. I can't put no more people in my house. I don't know this person. I don't know that person. I want all these people around here. I said, so let me go share my gift with the world, and y'all come see me out. Come to Poetry Lounge. Come to Juan Poetry. Come on out. You want to see me because you can't come to my house no more.
Right.
I didn't got too big to be at my house. So that's why when I did my first show in March, it was not that difficult for me to do, because those that wanted to bring their cousins and friends and husbands to my house, now you have a show that you can come and see me at.
Yeah.
I didn't need nobody to put me on their show. I did my own show.
See, that's how you go about it right there. When you're already good, the people gonna come regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man. So being out in this scene, do you like what do you do to like to keep, I guess, up to date with everything? Because I don't get out as much. So how do you like keep the motivation going?
Okay. I'm a lot self-motivated.
Yeah.
I'm self-motivated. So I'm not about keeping up to date. I don't know what they're keeping up to date with. I'm a grown-ass woman. I just do what the hell I want to do now. I don't worry about Sally Sue or something. I don't worry about no damn body. I just do what the hell I want to do. If you know Blk Swan, you know she going to do what the hell she want to do. Yeah, that's why I am 2 years in this game, and I'm going on tour with Cougarville.
Hey, come on now. Come on. Yo, they killing it out here. I told them, y'all better go out and support, because eventually it's going to get too expensive. Hey.
Catch me while I'm cheaper. Look, not cheaper.
Hey, I'm telling you. Shit, this is a surprise for me to be able to have you on here, because I'm like, people get busy, and people get busy when they get booked, and it's like, oh, okay, good. I get to go ahead and jump ahead of the bandwagon before everybody's like, oh, yeah. I told her she was going to be something. Then she been something.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell everybody. The people that I like to get on here are people that actually have already gone somewhere or doing something. And like to say that you 2 years in, it's just like 2-3 years in, it's like, yo. And the major things that we are doing is just actually bringing the arts out to people,
right?
And that they're not just being able, we're getting to share our creativity to others that love it. Not everybody can do that,
and exposing it to new people.
Yes,
there's so many people that come to my shows that's never been to a poetry show.
Oh,
lots of people never been to a poetry show.
That's cool.
I ask them, how many is your first time ever at a poetry show? Hands go up. How many is your first time at Portrait Pornography? Hands go up.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing new people into our space, and we're always advertising, you can go portrait every day of the week if you want to. Just let me know where you want to go, and I'll tell you where to go at.
Yeah.
And then we're bringing portrait to the north side. We have three portrait spots on the north side.
Yeah. Definitely north side. I need more of that because it's so crazy because I look at it and it's something that I'm a part of, so I don't see like the grand scheme of it, but I see it building day by day, and I'm like, well, this is awesome, but I never thought of poetry like that. I was one of those people that were going to a poetry club. I'm like, what is this? Everybody about to be snapping about some sad shit. I'm like, all right, I guess, but now that I have my hand in this, and I'm like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
Because just being at certain poetry shows and the way that it does make you feel, and it's like, oh, man, you just by talking to you expressing the feelings that I have been feeling this past couple of days, and I'm like, damn. All right, you know what? This is something. It makes you be able to open up more.
Yeah, it does, and poetry gives us that space to allow us to feel.
Yes.
A lot of times we don't feel like we have the permission to feel. And poetry is like, you know what? I may not be ready to feel it, but let me write this down.
Yes.
Let me get this out of my head.
Yeah.
Let it rest somewhere else. Yeah.
I've had to do that a couple of times this week. Like I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how I was feeling. Very confused on my feelings, so I'm like, let me write it down. That's what I normally do anyway, so why not just stick to my guns? And I did, and it made me feel so much better. But it's just like, all right, now what do I do to this? Being an artist, do I share this with everyone?
And see, and I don't. I have so much. I have so much poetry that I have not even made public, not even thought about performing. Because every poem I write is not a performance poem.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just to say things that's on my mind and on my heart.
So, what do you know? How do you know a piece that you have finished? How do you know when it is a performance piece?
So I choose performance poetry that tells a story.
Yeah.
And it's a part of the journey. So I have a set called The Evolution of a Grown-Ass Woman.
Oh, I like that.
That's my show. That's my one-woman show.
Yeah.
And the pieces that I chose for that show, it's all the pivotal poems, or the poems that talk about the pivotal moments in my life that changed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It talks about that. And so then I build it. You're going to hear the worst things that happened to me. Then you're going to see how I built myself back up. Now you're going to understand by the end of the show why Blk Swan says the things she goddamn say, why she shine like she shine. She got the god doggone right.
Yeah.
Yes. You will feel everything. I will make you clutch your pearls. I'll make you grab a tissue. Yeah. See, most people don't understand, or they don't even know how diverse I am as a poet.
No.
Because all you ever see me do is erotic. Because I enjoy erotic. I love touching people. I love making people smile. I love making people laugh.
Yes.
And everybody have sex.
That's true.
So everybody can understand me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't need a dictionary.
No.
You don't need a thesaurus. You don't even need AI.
Let them know.
You don't need none of that shit to understand what I'm telling you.
Right.
But you can't say that with everybody.
Yeah.
Because some of these poets are so damn dope. Let me grab a dictionary to understand what you just said. I gotta go to that dictionary or go online. Oh, they said this word. What does this word mean? So I like my messages to be understood and heard by everybody. You don't have to question what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why
I speak in very simple English.
Because of me coming out in a lane that not many people do, being comedy poetry. I didn't want to be stuck as that one person, so I do I do have other things to where people's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's all over the place with what he does. Because that's why I prefer Maniacal Menace. Just because Maniacal Menace is, I am not what you just assume that I'm going to be. You think it's going to be this, and then I come and switch it to that, and it's like, oh shit, he's got some shit like this too. And you know, I want to be versatile because I'm an artist and I'm not just this one person.
Right. And people tell me that, are you concerned about being boxed in or pigeonholed as an erotic poet? And I said, I'm not. I'm not worried about that because I know who I am.
Right.
And you can't, I will not allow society to tell me who I am because I know who I am. And I can put on a hell of a show, whether it's erotic or non-erotic. You know, so it doesn't matter to me because it's all about the way I made you feel.
Yeah.
I really don't worry about being boxed in because if you really follow Blk Swan, you'll see. She is not what you think she is. And they get shocked when they come to my show and you think you coming for erotic. And then I drop the real shit on you and they be like, Swan,
where did this come from?
I didn't know you could. I didn't know.
I ain't dressed for this occasion, goddammit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, you
left
know.
my handkerchief in the car. What are we doing today?
But those that follow me know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, I
that's
may get your attention with the erotic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep
brought you in. The strategy.
You. It's a strategy.
I've been telling people about this strategy.
Everything is a strategy.
You use what brings you to the dance to get them in there. Now that my milkshake brought all of the boys to the yard, let me tell you what's really good about what I do. And then you hit them with that shit, and it's like, oh fuck, you got a fan for life now.
Oh yeah.
There's something to learn from everybody that comes on.
Most definitely. Definitely.
Good times. Yeah, good times. Like, so are you a person that writes pen to page, or you prefer on your phone?
I am definitely a phone person, just because I don't keep paper and pencil with me, and the time it takes me to hold that thought in and write it out, I could have been forgot it.
Yeah.
So generally, the minute the thought comes, my phone is somewhere always by me.
Yeah.
And I will stop what I'm doing because this bar then came to me, and I'm like, I got to get this bar, and I will start typing the bar. And if I don't have my phone by me and I see a paper, I will write it, and I'll just keep saying it until I can get the whole bar out.
Yeah.
But really, I am a cell phone type of girl to type.
How's your memorization?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all this shit because I'm a grown ass woman. That mean I'm going through menopause.
Okay,
my memory ain't the same no more.
Mine
you
is
know,
terrible too.
Look,
okay.
We like to call it. They say they call it brain fog or whatever.
Yeah,
that shit real. Your concentration don't last long whatsoever. So it takes me a minute to get a poem committed to memory. That's why I'm selective of which one I choose.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to. I can't waste my mental space or my memory space on a poem that I'm not going to spit a lot.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I have to keep putting it out there until that poem is embedded inside of me.
Yeah.
So if you watch me get on the mic, say if I go to 5 open mics, I'm gonna put the same poem out on 5 open mics. Yeah. I will do. I do like 2 to 3 poems in rotation.
Okay.
At one time, I never put my whole catalog out. Only 2 or 3.
This is very helpful.
Because it's like, why put my catalog out when you can see me on an open mic?
Yeah.
Why come pay for me?
Right.
So I only give you the same. I rotate the same 2 to 3 poems.
You heard in my head.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, Blk Swan. That's like she rotate the same 2, 3 poems. But let me tell you, I have a catalog memorized of 20.
Yeah.
20 memorized and performed, perfected. I'm on one right now for cougarville tour that I just wrote just for the tour.
Yeah.
And I got that one like 90% perfected. Yeah, it's like nice. So I have to put it out. I put it out at my own show. Putting it in front of an audience is totally different than reciting it to the mirror, to reciting it to my puppy.
Let people know.
It is so different.
There's a difference.
The open mics are there for a reason. They're there to help us to practice. That's how I know when to pause. When to slow down, when to speed it up, because the interaction that the audience gives me, they really define the tone of my poem, the rhythm of my poem. Because the way I start out is not necessarily the way I finish.
No. Yeah, same thing. Because my poems are in more joking form, so I need to. This took me a minute too, because at first I was just like, let's go and recite these words. But I realized, especially with the grandmother's poem, this is one that helped me out a lot. That I need to sit into my pause.
Yes.
Yeah, let people laugh
power
and
of the
understand.
pause.
Yeah, let people hear and understand what you just said,
right,
before you just move on
to the next.
Yeah, and it took me a minute because I was afraid of the silence, and sometimes, especially when it comes to comedy, you got to kind of relish in that silence just because they're there, and it's people are thinking, especially when it comes to a poetry crowd. People love to think about what you just said, and they love like, that motherfucker, you just hear, come on, boy, come on, poet, and it's like, yeah, okay, you got that, there's a lot of things that I've learned from actually going to these open mics before. My memorization comes from me doing it in front of somebody, feeling that the energy from that crowd, then that's when it sticks. I can say it as many times as I want inside the shower. It doesn't really stick because
you don't know how it's gonna be received.
Yeah,
because I'll say this one line, and I got every last one of my poems. There's always one line that everybody's going to repeat. They will pull one line from that poem, and I'm like, out of all the bars I drop, that's what y'all remember?
That's what you want? That's it?
That's the one you remember.
Yeah. There's certain things that I pull out, and I'm like, this wasn't supposed to be meant like that. But y'all love it, so fuck it. I guess I go with it.
I go with it. You know, even the whole, like, my brand, my persona is all on being a grown-ass woman.
Right.
It really is. It's not something I gave myself.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I just took what they gave me and I capitalized off of it and ran with it.
Huh.
Yeah. They will always just announce me, okay, y'all ready for this grown-ass woman?
Oh, shit.
We about to have a grown-ass woman coming to the stage. And I'm like, okay.
All right, I like that. I just, I ran with it.
I adopted it. And it worked for me.
Man.
I done built a whole show around grown-ass woman.
Hell yeah.
I got 2-3 poems about being a grown-ass woman.
That's awesome. See, that's when you're walking in your purity. That's when you're definitely doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like for that calling, like when it came, like, because you was like, I'm just gonna start this show. Like, did you understand the trajectory that it was gonna take?
No. I wouldn't have never saw anything. It was just something that I was doing to occupy my time.
Yeah.
Because I just gotten from a divorce.
Right.
And, the first year of the divorce, I was outside.
Yes.
I was outside. I was traveling. Everything that I felt I may have missed by not being, my husband didn't want to do or whatever, I felt I owed it to myself to do it. And so I did everything that I wanted to do. I was traveling. I was outside with the girls. I was just doing whatever. Well, at a certain point, you can't. It's not that it got tiresome, because I still roll out right now. It's just the money. The money got a little funny when I got laid off.
Yeah.
Money got a little funny, so I'm like, okay, girl, you better sit your ass down. You need to come inside now.
Sort of roll a little bit.
You need to come inside now. You can't be just frivolously spending money no more. Redirect. And so I'm like, okay, well, I need something to do with my time. And that's how I use that empty space with poetry. And when people's like, I can't tell, but I went in hard.
Filled the void.
I went in hard with poetry.
Yeah.
I didn't have a job, so poetry was my job. I was outside all the time perfecting my craft. I was just outside on a mic. And every time I got on a mic, I learned something about my poem. Every time. And then once that poem became gold, I didn't touch it no more. I put it on the shelf. Okay, we good. Now let's move to the next poem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm back at work, so I got to be mindful of Blk Swan being outside. I can't hang out till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning talking about being on an open mic. I get my ass up the next day and go to work.
That's true. Well, shit, it's been like that for years for me. But I still, I've calmed it down now. Just because, I got the wife and the kiddo at the house, so I try to delegate certain things, but also be present. And that's the difficulty of the artistry, just because I'm like, in my head, I feel as if I'm present, you know, but on the outside, it's just like, oh, that motherfucker going his thoughts again. And it's like, dang it, you know, I don't see it. I'll be trying. No, you know, this is an interesting life to live, and I see where I'm going with it. But, you know, I want the cake and I want to eat it too at the same time. It's just like sometimes it's...
Yeah, but everything that tastes good for you may not be good for you right now. Priorities. When you on a diet, you can't eat that damn cake.
That's true. Okay.
You know? But once you've reached all your goals, the things that are priorities in your life, then you can bring a slice of that cake back out.
Yeah.
Because I done did what I needed to do. Now I can do what I want to do.
Oh, that's a good way to look at it. That's yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I always tell people, man, go let people miss you. You know, you're always in people's face and everything. Give time to yourself, and people gonna miss you, especially if they like you being around. You know, go out there and give yourself some time. And that's what it's been. I've been giving myself time, and I'm like,
and
okay.
nothing wrong with that.
No, and it's been helpful.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We gotta recharge sometimes.
Definitely.
Because whenever I do sit my butt down, I haven't tell you, I keep on saying I'm sitting down, but some keep happening, bringing me up further and further. You know, I was supposed to be sitting down after my Evolution show, because I was over at the the Matchbox Theater with my Evolution of a Grown Ass Woman show to close out the Fade the Black Festival. And I was like, you know what? I put a lot of work in this. I'm about to sit down.
Right.
I need to rest. I need to be able to write some more. Swan, you want to go on tour with us?
Boom. Ain't it crazy?
I just said I was sitting down.
That's so crazy how that happens when it's like, all right, I put so much effort into this and making it want to go somewhere, and now that I don't want to even deal about putting the effort in, I just want to take my time and have things lax. That's when things start to pick the hell up. And it's like, where did this come from? When I asked for it, it wasn't there. Yeah. But now that I want to take a break, y'all be like, hey man, the universe is calling you.
It's like, it's calling you. And it's so funny.
Hold on.
Because I just had a friend, like literally 2-3 weeks before that, before I was asked, to ask me, if you didn't have to worry about money, what would you do? And I said, well, if it wasn't about money, I'm on my bills paid, I would just travel and do poetry. I literally said that.
That is the statement. That is the question that artists all want to get at. What would you do if you ain't had to worry about money? That's
all I do. I travel the world and just get on the mic and share my gifts.
I'm about to go so many places. I need this needs to be shared. It feels selfish sometimes when I think about something. Why do you feel as if that needs to be shared? You know, this is you. Why do you feel as if what you do is so important? Until you actually do it and you see like the fruits of what you have become. And it's like, oh no, this is therapeutic to other people as well.
Oh my goodness. Just as I think about not taking a break, think about taking a break, and someone's always coming up to me after the last show the last open mic I did. I wasn't even feeling like being there.
Yeah.
I wasn't. But you know, when your poet calls you, Swan, I need you, I'ma go. So I went to support the open mic and was just not in that space. I just wasn't feeling all erotic and shit. I just really wasn't. I was in I was having a moment.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to sit there and just be. And they didn't have any poets just there yet. I said, okay. All right, put me on the list. Okay, you gonna go first. I said, can I go second or third? You know, no, I need you to open up the show, Swan. I need you. And I'm like, oh my God. And I got up there and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna even fake the funk. I said, y'all, I'm feeling a little vulnerable today. Can I be vulnerable with y'all? And I chose some of my healing pieces from my Evolution show. And when my set was over, I did a 3-piece set. When it was over, one of the audience members, she came up to me and she said, I want to thank you so much for that. I came here just to hear you today. She said, it means a lot to me. And we stood out there and we talked about what she was going through and how she was going to therapy and how she was scared. And my poem made her feel like it was going to be okay.
Yo.
Yeah. Another woman was crying. She had tears in her eyes. I have a gift.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I say. I'm going to touch somebody. And I know the more I'm stepping into my healing side, the more I go there and share that gift with everybody, you're going to see another side of Blk Swan that you've never saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like my people who knew me before I became Blk Swan, this is what they expected. When I did poetry, they expected to see that side of me.
Yeah.
I screwed everybody's head up when I came out erotic poetry. It's like, who is that? Hell, I asked myself, who is that woman? I laughed at myself. I said, I can't believe you up there saying that stuff, woman.
This is me.
I can't believe you said that. What you thinking of?
Oh, that's awesome. That's very touching. That is very heartwarming. Like, so where does the name Blk Swan come from?
So Blk Swan is it comes from my childhood. So you know the story of the ugly duckling.
Yes.
Okay, and for those of you guys who may not remember all of it, the ugly duckling was a children's story about a duck that was black, duck that was black. And the duck got teased a lot because he didn't look like everybody else. And he was black and they were yellow. So they called him ugly and they ostracized him.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of how I was as a little girl. I was always different from everybody. They went left, I went right. They didn't like school, I did. It just was always, I went a different way. And so with the story of the ugly duckling, it was never a duck. That's why people highlight or separate it.
Yeah.
It was always a swan. So when it grew up, it was not a black duck. It was really a black swan.
Majestic and beautiful.
Exactly. So that's why I say myself.
Shitting on you niggas.
I was the ugly duckling. Yeah, I was the ugly duckling. But I am no longer I'm not an ugly duckling.
That is perfect.
I was always a black swan. It was always different. Always different. Even coming out in poetry, I'm still different.
Yeah.
You can have 10 poets up there. You're gonna definitely remember Blk Swan because I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna change the vibe in the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the vibe. I'm gonna make you remember me. I'm gonna make you remember me.
That is one of the things I like.
You will remember me.
You gonna remember me. That's why I stick with the things that I do. Just because I'm like, I like to do this. I'm gonna keep doing this. Ain't nobody really got anything against what I'm doing. And also, this is something you're gonna remember by the time I leave.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah,
That's
you
a
gonna remember
good.
me.
Look at us. Okay, having a good time. All right. This has been such a good time. All right, now with the new people that I have on the show, I like to play a game just to break up the monotony of everything. It's a game of choices.
Okay.
All right. So you got 4 choices and 4 options.
Four choices and 4
all right,
options.
So you got to be one, raise one, sell one, and then have relations with the other one.
Okay, be one, raise one, sell one, and have relations
with the other one. Yes.
Okay.
And your options are.
I'm not gonna remember. I told you.
No, I got you.
Okay,
no,
I'm
I
about
got
to
you.
say
I got you.
Told you about my memory.
You got a mermaid. You got a mogwai. You got a Mexican, and then you got a manatee. All right.
Okay.
So be one, raise one, sell one, relations with the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. If you need to know what a mogwai is,
I'm about to ask you what's a mogwai. Don't know what that is.
Yep. This
Be one, sell one,
Remember
one, in relation with one.
Remember Gizmo from Gremlins?
Oh, that's
a
okay.
mogwai.
Okay.
All right. So, be one, raise one, sell one, relation.
Be one. I mean, if I'm a be one, I'm gonna be a mermaid.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be a mermaid.
All right.
Okay, so the next one is
raise one,
and we got the mogwai,
mermaid, and
no, I'm already the mermaid.
You got the Mexican and you got the manatee. Mogwai, Mexican manatee.
And the manatee is a fish thing?
Yeah, little Florida Everglades. It was endangered at one point in time.
It's ugly?
Yeah. I mean, you could say it's ugly. People think it's majestic and beautiful. They thought it was mermaids at one point.
Oh, it is. I don't even know what them look like then.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, so what? You gonna sell that?
I'm probably gonna sell that.
Okay. Get rid of that off top. Just gonna sell these.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the other two.
You gonna relations with one, and then so you gonna be a mermaid. You gonna sell a manatee, and you gonna have relations with one, and then raise one. So you got a mermaid. I mean, you got a Mogwai and you got a Mexican.
Okay, be in relations or what's the other two? The be in relations.
Mexican and a Mogwai.
No, be in relations or what?
God damn it! Hold on.
We both can't not know it.
No, man, because I had it in my head at one point, but it's all over. Yeah, you the way you
sold
something,
we sold
and
something.
you're gonna be the mermaid. So relations and
Being right.
Be one, sell one, raise one, raise one.
Okay, raise one.
There we go, raise one.
Okay, raise one. I probably would raise the Mexican.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'll be in relations with the Mogwai.
Mogwai. Okay. We got there eventually. A mermaid in relations with a Mogwai. That works.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't work because you can't get the Mogwais wet, but it's your fantasy. So that's that.
I mean, if I get him wet, I understand we about to do some wild shit, boy. I can train him on what wild we gonna do when he wet.
Yeah.
He's my Jekyll and Hyde.
That's what makes you. When you get wet, we gonna train you. We got you. Don't worry. I know about wetness. Yo. Poetry.
In motion. Yes.
Oh, good times. Okay. Well, man, this has been fun. Before we get out of here, let everybody know where they can follow you at.
You guys can follow me on all social media platforms at Blk Swan Portrait, one word. And if you don't have social media, you can also go to my website, www.blkswanportrait.com. Sign up on my newsletter, as I do email out my people every 2 weeks of where you can find Black Swan or all things Black Swan.
Come on now. She got her ducats in order, okay? I need to get on that type of status.
I'm Googleable.
Yeah, I'm Googleable.
I'm
Boom.
Googleable.
Get it in there.
Yeah.
Find me. You'll see me. I'm all over the place.
I'm all over the place.
Hell yeah. Well, this has been Tell Me a Joke, the Guideline of Chasing the Dream. I've been your host, Maniacal, Menace, Smith. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And until next time, keep dreaming, jokers. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah.